This cat right here, Kody Brown, he ain't got no shame. There ain't no shame in his game. Now he is just putting his stupidness on all these other shows. Now he's on Special Forces, making ridiculous comments. Look, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. He's just opening his mouth, inserting his foot every single time he opens his mouth. In my opinion. By the way, if you're new here, hey, welcome. My name is Amanda Ray. Over here, I like to discuss and oftentimes debunk all things sister wives. So if that is your jam, you have arrived at the right channel. I hope you stick around and subscribe. Per usual, Kody Brown is being slammed for statements he's made. Nothing new, no shocker here, nothing to see here, nothing new anyway. But the new part is, I guess you could say, is Special Forces is the place where he's making the most dumbest statements. And people, literally the cast included, even the DF people, you know, the Special Forces people, the whatever you call them, the DS, I guess, the directing sergeants, the drill sergeants or whatever. One of them said Kody was weird, and when he came on, he just looked like a mad scientist because his hair was all over the place, and he was just all over the place. He was very weird. He said, look, the dude done an interview, okay? The Special Forces drill sergeant dude that was, you know, one of the ones screaming in their face and making them do stuff. He literally said that when him and Johnny Manziel, Kody and Johnny Manziel was standing side by side, and they were about to do a task, he heard the weirdest wheezing, like, he said he looks over, and it's Kody just doing this weird noise. He's like, he's just weird. I'm like, OMG. He is a failure, I mean, just at life, but I digress. This person took to Reddit and posted the screenshot, the screen grab of Kody on Special Forces saying to do hard things is to be good at being a man. It didn't take long for the people to take to the comment section. Some men will literally go to Africa for a televised alpha male wiener measuring competition instead of seeing an effing therapist, or his kids, for that matter. Someone needs to convince him therapy is the hardest test a man will ever have. So he finally goes and gets help. Dude, I cringed so hard every word he said, and then he was told to shut up, and it was so satisfying. I'm a woman, and I do hard things. Lots of them. Am I a man now? There's a reason women give birth and not men. This person said, maybe he should have just started with hard things like showing up to your child's spinal surgery. Monster. See, he had to do the show because he can't pretend to drag logs around Kody Pass now that his exes have stabbed him in the kidney. Now he's had to sell it. You know, he thinks people eat this shit up. Being a good dad is hard work, but I don't see him partaking in too much of that. Well, see, that's the thing about him eating this shit up. I would eat this shit up if people were talking good about me, but if people were, you know, it's different. It's a double-edged sword, okay? You got, sometimes you don't care if somebody talks bad about you, whatever, but if the truth behind what they're saying is you're a shitty dad, then that kind of matters. I mean, as it should. So that would be like, dude, we're laughing at you, not with you. So if you're laughing with us at you, like, change your ways. Okay, change your ways. He is so gross, sexist, and gross. He was raised in a religion that he equates being a man with his sexuality. He should just come out. He'd be so much happier. I'm a retired firefighter and USN sailor, and both were hard as a woman. By his logic, I'm a man, right? By my logic, you are more of a man than he'll ever be. Well, hard things like getting along with your children and building relationships with them, even though the ex-wives are pushing you and the kids to get together. And another hard thing is working Monday through Friday to support your family. Hard things like driving the shitty cars so your wives can drive safe and dependable cars. Hard like taking care of all your kids when the wives are out of town. Hard like going across country to be with your daughter who's having back surgery. You know, being a parent. The shit that comes out his mouth never ceases to amaze me. How can someone be this clueless? Real men push through death like experience, like 99.7 degree fevers. That will never not be funny, also infuriating at the same time. There's part of me that wants to see how he reacts when a woman beats him at a challenge. He'll talk about how he let her win. He's a giant piece of steaming shit. To do things like being a responsible parent and not blaming my kids for inadequacies is to be a man. So he doesn't really know what it takes to be a man. It's called being a good father. That's what it takes to be a man. Is he morphing into Dog the Bounty Hunter? Just saying that hair. Soon he'll resort to weave, jewelry, deep wrinkles, hooded eyes, and bad teeth. Maybe he should try emotionally hard things like begging for his children forgiveness or being such a crappy dad and his ex-wife's forgiveness. I want to know if he's wearing gloves. Where is the chainsaws and the trees? His entire personality is tied up into his masculinity. It's really sad, especially since the best way to show you're a man is to be an exceptional husband and father. To be a good dad is to be good at being a man. There, I fixed it for him. Actions prove who a person really is. Words prove who they want to be. Your word salad bullshit isn't fooling anyone. Real men don't neglect their kids, loser. Mic drop. And we're going to end it at that. Would love to know your thoughts and opinions. I'm sure they are pretty much the same as these people's thoughts and opinions. But be sure you meet me in the comments below. Don't forget, you could get a brand new episode of Sister Wives. It airs this Sunday exclusively on TLC at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.